All right, it's time for us to connect with Kris Abel, tech expert. At least I think it's Kris Abel. Maybe it's just a video representing him because he's been locked out of his Zoom account. Hey, brother, how are you?
I'm doing very well. And yeah, I am the real Kris Abel. So we're all good.
The real Kris Abel. Please stand up. Please stand up. Okay, so let's dig into some of the tech things. This is what you like to do. We're kind of actually doing a little bit of software-y things. And I have to tell you, Kris, this first story that you have here makes me feel a little bit uncomfortable. I don't want to be a conspiracy theorist, but let me throw my theory at you before you explain the story.
Okay.
And only because I want to get your thoughts on it after you tell the story, is that I get worried about face recognition stuff generally. Now, we are on camera everywhere. Facial recognition has been used on Facebook forever because it would try to find your friends, right? Like they would literally say to you like, hey, is this your friend? Or is this Kris Abel? Because it would recognize you from a photo that you were tagged in. I mean, it's been trying to recognize us forever. Now they're using the possibility of a video saying, hi, it's me. I'm locked out of my account. That's not the real me. And in theory, the hackers can't prove who you are. But in the world of AI, maybe they can. So they're getting your face, they're getting your behavior, they're getting the face data for face recognition. But it's possible in the case of us that are online all the time, they could just make a video claiming to be us and take the account from the real us. Okay, go.
Okay. Well, so the facial recognition technology that's available to Facebook, Instagram, all the companies that are owned by Meta, isn't quite as good as you described just yet. Facebook doesn't have that kind of level of face recognition technology where they can match one person across the network with others. In fact, that's part of the story that we're talking about, is that Facebook is currently testing that technology to try to make it that good. They're trying to solve two problems. The first is they're trying to deal with what's called celeb bait ads. These are ads, they're phony fake ads that perpetuate across Facebook that use the identities of celebrities. But of course, they're just misusing the identity of a celebrity. They don't have authority or permission to do so. So Facebook is testing facial recognition as a way to say, look, we think this is a funny, weird kind of ad, and are they misusing somebody's face? And then they can match that to the face of the real celebrity and say, okay, no, that's exactly what's happening. It's kind of like detecting deep fakes and things like that. So they can immediately block that ad and at the same time notify the celebrity in question to say, look, there's an agency out here that's misusing your face, your persona, that kind of thing. They're testing this out with a selection of celebrities who are kind of helping to see just how well this network works. The second problem that they want to address, and I know this is something I have friends who have had this issue, is scammers taking over or kidnapping your account. And so they thought they could, again, use facial recognition to do this, where if your account has been kidnapped by a scammer, you want to recover that account. What you could do is just pull out your phone, record a simple selfie of yourself, and submit that video. They will use facial recognition to then scan your video to say, aha, your facial features do match the photos that we have on file that are connected to your profile photo. And because you're a match, we'll give you permission then to be the proper owner of that account. So it's a way of allowing people to take their accounts back.
Okay, but I can't be the only one that's thinking that this could go really wrong. When you say that, I'm just being honest in my experience of it. Everything that you say sounds like a great idea. Something feels so unsettled in me that maybe it's a me confidence thing. I don't know, but it just feels unsettling to think. It's kind of, and I use the voice example always, Kris, is that when they used to use that at banking where they would record your voice and then they would have you say a phrase and then you would call back in and you would say the phrase and it would compare the phrase and let you in. Right. In today's world, that's pretty easy to duplicate with the video stuff. It can't be far off. And it feels unsettling to me.
Yeah, well, I think in this case, it's not, they're not inventing new technology. This is technology that's already out there, that's already available. They're just simply coming up with a way to responsibly use it. One of the things that they are insisting is that when they do these face matches, the information that's created, the facial recognition data that's created is only created for that particular session, and then it's immediately deleted afterwards. So once they've confirmed you are, yes, the person you are the real Shane Hewitt, and so we give you access to your account, then they get rid of the information that's been gathered thanks to your video selfie. So from what I'm seeing is there's an effort to do something very responsible here, to use the tool, to come up with a system of how to use it. It's not about creating a new tool. It's a tool that's already out there. So if there is a problem, this isn't creating a new problem. It's a problem that already exists.
Okay, well, I'm still skeptical. I think your explanation is very clear and cool. That's for sure. Good. Okay, no, I think you're doing a great job. I'm just being honest, right? Like when we talk about this, it makes me feel uneasy. Okay, which one do you want to go next? Are we going to The Last Dance? You want to do the Venom?
Sure, the Venom. This is cool. So there's a company called HMD. They make Android smartphones. They're principally, they sell in North America and the United States, although, with the right channels, you can get their phones. They are coming out with a phone called Fusion. They're offering pre-orders for it now. And the basis with the phone is it's got a 105 megapixel dual camera that can do cool things like slow motion selfies. But the real twist is that they have designed it so that it can have special cases called outfits that add new features to your phone. So you can later on buy a case that will add a ring lamp to the phone so that you can take selfies with your own lighting built into it, or have wireless charging added to it. For the launch of the movie Venom: The Last Dance, which is hitting theaters soon, they have partnered with Sony to come up with a special case that you can add to the phone that will use, get this, Ferrofluid to make it seem like there's a parasite that's consuming the phone and taking over it, just like the character Venom in the movie. Which is, it makes my head spin. So it's basically, when you add this case to your phone, it's got basically a little chamber inside where ferrofluid, and ferrofluid, if you can remember from high school science, it is a dark black substance, almost looks like tar. It's like fluid. It responds to magnetic poles. And in that sense, it can create elaborate, beautiful, artistic shapes, but it also can look like it's real. And so this case, once it's added to the phone, ends up having this little black blob of ferrofluid. There are 16 magnetic pins that then make that black blob move and dance and move around your phone as if it's a living thing, as if it's a piece of the black alien from the movie Venom. I think that's really cool. I just haven't been able to get HMD. I've been in conversation with them. I said, can you actually buy that? Or is this merely for the promotion of the movie? Meaning, is it's only appearing at the red carpet with the celebrities? Tom Hardy's going to be there with the phone. And then the rest of us are just going to have the regular cases sold when this phone goes to launch. And I'm still waiting back because I think even their own PR team are a bit confused on that. The marketing material out there doesn't make it clear. But I still think it's cool that someone has come up with this phone case that uses ferrofluid. That's a real great twist.
I think that's cool. As long as it doesn't bite you and have the teeth that the Venom does, then I think we're going to be okay. Kris Abel, thanks for popping in. As always, that is deeply insightful and helpful for everybody, and a little bit of fun, too. It's great to see you, bud. We'll see you again next week.
All right, take care.
Shane Hewitt in the Night Shift. That's Kris Abel joining us in case you missed it. Important stories from the day coming up next.